Do you have to do everything to be happy on earth? The question I ask is because when you are confronted with young people who say, okay, let's say the goal is eternal life, but still you have to be happy on earth. And they're right. And the question as I ask it is, must we do everything, to be happy on earth? And the answer is, no, not everything. When we understand the purpose of the Christian life, the passage through time, 80 years of earthly life, the first step of a purgatory that leads to eternity, eternal life with God, with his neighbor, in a garden of light. But that I would say it's secondary, the essential thing is the presence of God and neighbor. Well, the 80s are so little compared to eternity. So, we can do a lot of things to be happy, and it is our duty to try to be happy, to find the right man for us when we are a young girl, to succeed in our family life, to raise his children well, but we cannot do everything, that is, go to mortal sin. Let me explain. When we love God with all our heart, we choose to marry, we put her husband, her children as the goal of his life, and that's fine. And because we put God above, then we act with honor. Imagine that one day her husband gives an idea, a trick, to get rich, to make money dishonestly, something that will give a better standard of living. For example, he can steal the inheritance of an old lady. It would be so great. She is alone, she is abandoned, we will seduce her, we will become a universal legatee, even if her children who do not come to see are disinherited. Then, in this case, there is a mortal sin committing itself. We put money first, and we commit dishonesty. The intention is not to help this woman, the intention is to take her wealth. We cannot do everything to be happy. I would say that if we put money as a goal, the glory, the pleasure as a goal, because we do everything to be happy and not put in their proper place as useful means, but must be won honestly, then, we put mortal sin in the place of God and we can no longer be friends with God. One makes of one's earthly life, for the sake of happiness, a life that will lead us to perdition. So we must do all that is honest to be happy on earth, and when a mortal sin may be committed, or when an indignity arrives, for example, to consider that one can abort the child of which one is pregnant because the material conditions are not there to receive it, while we know as a Christian that this child, his soul is there, that it sleeps, that it will be thrown into death. When an indignity is committed, we believe that we do not commit it, we know that all the conditions are not there, but that it must be welcomed. And if he has moments of misfortune, his true happiness, it will be the presence of his mother, his dad, the presence of those who love him. A child just needs some heat in a house, and some food, he adapts to everything, we can see it well. So we do not commit sin and indignity to be happy on earth.